The Hawks beat the Lakers by 20, their largest home win over the Lakers since '73. Luka stuffed the stat sheet with 22 points and 11 assists, but LA's defense was a major problem as they suffered their first road loss of the season. We now welcome in our senior writer, Dave McMiniman. J.J. Redick had fiery comments after the game, Dave, on Saturday night after the loss to the Hawks. But today the team got a little good news. What can you tell us about Austin Reaves' status?
Yeah, he's been upgraded to probable after missing the last 3 games, George, with soreness in his right groin. Now, he was okay with missing that first game against Portland, being the second night of a back-to-back after he tweaked it against Miami at home. The second game, I talked to him before the game, and he was already kind of a little peeved that the Lakers were holding him out. And obviously, J.J. Redick suffered a groin injury in his career that required surgery, and there was an abundance of caution trying to make sure that he was 100% over this injury before he came back to the lineup. Obviously, looking like he'll play tonight in Charlotte and get some experience underneath his belt before this major matchup on Wednesday against the number 1 team in the league in Oklahoma City Thunder.
All right, Dave, thank you so much for the update as always. So Austin Reaves could return tonight to action. What do you guys make of Austin coming back?
I mean, to me, I think they really missed him. They've been putting it together with smoke and mirrors ever since Austin's been out, LeBron James has been out. And when you can only do that so much. And I also think they spent a night or two in Atlanta before that game and didn't exactly look ready.
David, you saw something at that Atlanta game that you wanted to mention?
Yeah, man, Luka was kind of getting a little impatient with DeAndre Ayton. Some of the effort plays, it looked really bad. In the building, there was an expectation that there was going to be a blowout, not from the Atlanta side because hardly any Hawks played, but Luka and Ayton, they're humming well when things are going well. When things were not, there was a lot of frustration going on the court.
The magic of Atlanta is undefeated.
Year, but Cade Cunningham is now blossoming. He's 4 years into the league. This is only 24 years old, and this is what everyone saw when he was coming into the league. Long, point guard, competitive, but also the game doesn't speed up for him. He knows that he's in control of the game, and I think the Pistons feel that. We all know what they did last year in playoffs. I think they have certain plays that they feel could have been refereed or gone a different way, and then things would be very different against New York Knicks. We don't need to point those out.
Controversial plays, to say the least. Yeah.
But I think that really helped them getting into this season and coming in with a head of steam, feeling like we could have and probably should have won that first series.
Yeah, I don't think there's a question they should have that kind of confidence. So we're going to have a lot of time to discuss the Pistons because they are here for sure at this point. All right, it was a great weekend of hoops. We all had some all-time crossovers that we saw.
I like we're bringing these back.
Yeah, so it's time for the big 3 crossovers of this particular weekend. At number 3, Aaron
I can't
Gordon
even see
versus
what
the
that
Hornets. Turn around. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Buddy, you got your guy
That's a
dunked
guard.
on, buddy.
That's a guard on him. That's forward on guard crime right there. Come on.
Oh. Number 2,
Deserve that look.
Perkins Jr. against the Hornets. Now watch this one.
Did we see this at UCLA?
Right down the lane.
Yeah, he can do that.
Hey.
He can do that.
Sorry, Sion James.
Oh, I think he slipped. He slipped. I can see that.
And that's
a
a
clean
shot blocker he dunked on, too. That rook's playing well.
Number 1.
Yes.
Gotta be DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, no.
Listen, if you were on the internet on Saturday, you saw
Oh, my
this.
gosh. Poor he's like, I turned my ankle. I broke it.
Start looking flight to Australia. Man. I thought he's hurt.
I did too, the way he fell. He just got right up.
He should have acted hurt.
Cleveland was not going to be able to match their 50-0 start from a season ago, but after a slow start, November has been a turnaround. Cleveland is undefeated this month, and they look to stay hot tonight against the streaking Heat, who are home thus far. Some sad news to pass your way. Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkens has passed away at the age of 88. A 9-time All-Star, Wilkens played 15 NBA seasons as a player. But it was on sidelines where he made history. A coaching record, 32 seasons, and leading the Sonics to their lone NBA title in 1979. Wilkens retired as the NBA's all-time leader in games coached and still ranks 3rd in wins. He remains one of only 5 people enshrined in the Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach. His impact was felt league-wide, and several coaches chimed in.
No. Oh, wow. Yeah, I played for him, yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, man, I hadn't heard the news. That's sad. He was an unbelievable man, just an incredible man.
You know, when I came into the league as a head coach back in 2001, I mean, this guy couldn't have been more gracious to young coaches. He was such a great gentleman and such an eloquent human being, along with being a super competitive coach.
Being from Seattle, you know, the Sonics were everything, and you know, being a kid in the Rainier Valley is pretty tough. So, like, thinking about one day on the bus, you were riding down and you look over, look out the window, I'm like, damn, here comes a Rolls Royce. And it was Gus Williams, and I just said, I don't know what he's doing. I won't do that. That pretty much sums up.
Mark, you were the one who unintentionally broke the news to Steve Kerr in that sound that we just heard a moment ago. When you spoke to others about Lenny Wilkens, what's up?
Just respect. I mean, the range of coaches that he influences, not just black coaches, white coaches, all coaches, like Rick Carlisle. He was a mentor for Bernie Bickerstaff, gave Bernie his first job. He was a mentor for J.B. Bickerstaff, who's coaching now for the Pistons. I mean, you're talking about a guy who coached 32 seasons. No NBA coach in history coached more games than the 24-87 that Coach Lenny coached. He also was an all-time league scorer for a while before being passed by Greg Popovich and Donnie Nelson. But I think pound for pound, he was also the best, with respect to Bill Russell, who didn't coach that long, but was the greatest coach/player we've ever seen. He was a 9-time All-Star. He was an All-Star MVP. He also, had great stats and he was a champ. Like, I don't think this guy gets respected as much as he should have while he was here. Hopefully we'll do better. But the one biggest stat that stands out to me, he's a 3-time Hall of Famer. 3 times a Hall of Famer. The only other person in NBA history or basketball history who has done that is the great Jerry West.
Did you're in Atlanta right now. Lenny Wilkens was the head coach there for most of the 90s. What did he mean to that community?
I mean, well, first, from a personal standpoint, growing up in Mississippi, we get a lot of national games. We got a lot of Hawks games. And as a kid, to see a black coach, on a regular basis, like Lenny Wilkens was incredibly impactful for me. But in Atlanta, I mean, he is legendary. He is synonymous with the Atlanta Hawks. So I reached out to somebody else who is synonymous with the Atlanta Hawks. Anybody else, that's Dominique Wilkins. He sent a statement that saying that this devastating loss for the basketball world, Lenny was royalty as a player and a coach. I called him the quiet assassin. He could coach without saying a word. You knew what your responsibility was because he prepared you so well in practice. He was such a wonderful man. He had as great an impact on me as any coach I ever played for. Dominique Wilkins has a statue outside the State Farm Arena. Lenny Wilkens, like I said, is an Atlanta Hawks. He is Atlanta royalty. Is somebody that everybody speaks highly of across the league, especially in a city like Atlanta.
Commissioner Adam Silver described Wilkens as one of the game's most respected ambassadors. Wilkens is survived by his wife of over 60 years, Marilyn, and their 3 children. He was 88. Messed around and got a triple-double, 32, 14, 14. The Joker has 6 triple-doubles in 9 games this season. David, does Jokic deserve more MVP love?
Yeah, doesn't it kind of feel like we're kind of oddly looking over him? Luka scoring 40, Giannis dumping everybody, and Jokic just moseying along the second most triple-doubles through 9 games behind Oscar Robertson. Nuggets are 6-0 at home, real championship contenders, and Jokic just doing his thing. We're not giving him enough attention.
By the way, he doesn't care about any attention, but you're right. Off to the Garden. Cat and Jalen Brunson led the Knicks to a 134-98 win over the Nets. New York is now 6-0 at home for the first time since the 12-13 season. Mark, how intriguing is the Knicks offense?
Very intriguing.
you.